Today, we're going to dive into an absolutely epic love story. But, it's probably not what you're thinking. This is a story about a vow, a promise so powerful it echoed across countless lifetimes and ultimately shaped the destiny of a Buddha.
So, let me ask you, what really defines a great love story? Is it just about romance, passion? Well, the story we're getting into today offers a pretty profound and honestly unexpected answer that goes way beyond our usual ideas about love.
Okay, let's get into it. Our story kicks off an almost unimaginably long time ago, with an act of devotion that is just staggering. We have to travel way, way back in time. And I mean way back. We're talking 4 incalculable eons and 100,000 kalpas, which is basically a period of time so vast our minds can barely even wrap around it. The scene is set in the city of Amaravati, and the whole place is buzzing with excitement because the Buddha of that era, Dipankara, is coming to visit.
And right into this electric atmosphere walks this powerful figure, an ascetic named Sumedha. Now, this guy is a hermit who has spent years in the forest, mastering deep states of meditation. And when he sees all the citizens just frantically preparing the path for the Buddha, he's incredibly moved by their faith. He looks around and sees there's this one section of the road that's just a complete mess, a muddy pit. Filled with this surge of devotion, Sumedha asks if he can take care of it himself. But he pretty quickly realizes he's not going to finish in time. The Buddha is already getting close.
So what does he do? In what has to be one of the most incredible acts of devotion ever, Sumedha lays his own body face down right in the mud. He makes himself a human bridge so that the Buddha and his followers can cross without getting their feet dirty. Wow!
As Dipankara Buddha literally stands on Sumedha's back, he sees the immense spiritual power and potential in this man. And right then and there, he makes this huge prophecy, declaring for everyone to hear. In the future, this ascetic will be a Buddha named Gautama. This is it, the very first prediction of his eventual enlightenment.
But here's where the story takes a fascinating turn. This incredible moment, this world-changing prophecy, it was witnessed by someone who was about to change Sumedha's destiny forever.
See, in the crowd, there's a young woman named Sumedha. She's only 16, and as she watches this unbelievable sacrifice and hears the Buddha's words, she is just completely overwhelmed with awe and this incredible sense of faith.
I mean, can you imagine what's racing through her mind? She sees this amazing act of devotion, she hears a living Buddha prophesy the coming of a future one, and she's filled with this profound inspiration. She realizes this isn't just some random event, this is a turning point in history. And she decides, right there, to make a vow that will echo through all of time.
So holding an offering of 8 lotus flowers, she makes this powerful aspiration. But get this, instead of wishing for her own liberation, she makes a vow to be his partner in every single lifetime to come, to support him as he perfects his path to Buddhahood. She doesn't just want to be with him, she wants to be the person who helps him fulfill this incredible destiny.
Okay, so she's just made this life-altering vow, right in front of a living Buddha and a future Buddha. You'd think that would be met with, a joyful yes, right? Well,
You've got to think about it from the other side. How did the ascetic Sumedha react to this? Remember, this is a man who has dedicated his entire life to renouncing the world. To everyone's absolute shock, Sumedha, totally firm in his path, flat out rejects her. He says, "Dear lady, though your wish is good, I have no delight in it. Please withdraw this aspiration." He is literally asking her to take back her vow.
And to get why he would do that, you have to understand his mindset. Asceticism, or tapassana, is all about giving up worldly pleasures. Sumedha was a master of these incredibly deep states of meditation called jhana, where worldly desires are just completely silenced. So from his point of view, a vow of lifelong partnership looks like a massive roadblock on his spiritual path.
But Sumedha stood her ground, totally firm in her vow, even though he rejected her. And as this tension is just hanging in the air, a higher wisdom steps in.
The Dipankara Buddha himself intervenes. He turns to Sumedha and basically tells him, hold on, don't forbid her wish.
He explains that this very woman would be absolutely essential for his long journey to enlightenment, a key support he would need to perfect his own spiritual qualities, especially the most difficult one, the perfection of generosity.
And then, the Buddha makes a second prophecy, this one about Sumita, sealing their shared destiny across all of time. He declares, "This woman will be your devoted companion, and in your final life, she will be your noble wife, Yashodhara."
And just like that, their fates were sealed. This vow created a bond that goes so far beyond simple romance, and this is where the story gets really profound.
Their kind of bond is known in Thai as Ku Barami. You could translate it as a spiritual partner or a partner in perfection. This has nothing to do with worldly love. It's a relationship forged for a shared, higher purpose, to help each other on the path to enlightenment, no matter what it takes.
And for that unbelievably long span of time, 4 incalculable eons and 100,000 kalpas, they were never, ever apart. They were reborn together in countless different forms. Sometimes they were royalty, other times poor commoners. Sometimes they were gods in celestial heavens, and they were even animals, like a king deer and his doe, or a golden peacock and his mate, always, always there to support one another's journey.
You can see how this stands in such sharp contrast to our usual idea of love, right? Worldly love is often based on attachment, maybe even possession, and it's about seeking our own personal happiness. But a spiritual partnership, that's founded on sacrifice and support for a shared higher purpose. It's a love that can actually endure separation if it serves that ultimate goal.
And that is the absolute key here. Her ultimate purpose wasn't just to be with him, it was to help him become a Buddha. And in their final life, that even meant having the strength to let him go. Her sacrifice was for a goal so much bigger than their relationship, a goal that would end up benefiting all living beings.
And that really brings us to a final thought. This is an ancient epic story, for sure, but what can it teach us right here, right now, about the real purpose of love and about the profound power of sacrifice in our own lives for our own highest aspirations? Something to think about.